Good day, traders. How are you all doing? Welcome into my week two SMP. Very warm welcome towards everyone. Thank you very much for getting back into it. And we're going to be looking into the SMP and getting our ones and twos. Okay, I'll be beginning with the DXY. We always beginning with the DXY. Reason why is because we use it into our advantage. When the DXY is going for the bullish, it is a sign that the euro dollar will be going for the bearish. So we use the DXY as an advantage at all times. Okay, let us begin. We've got our bottom value area, our top value area, and I have now labeled this as an area, as an inflation point. It's no longer as an area of interest because price has now passed through this point. So now it is invalid as an area of interest. It's now an inflation point. So we've been focusing this bullish momentum for probably a month from the end of November, from this continuation which we had on the H4, and it is successfully moving to the top. Okay, let us begin with the first pair. On the first pair, we've got AUD yen. On AUD yen, we've got a beautiful price action. I am going to remove this. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, on AUD yen, as we can see, we've got this beautiful price action. We've got price reacting well from this value area, and on this one, we've got the basic eye on it. So it's impulse. We've got our impulse, and then we're going to get our correction, and then we have our impulse. Clean, clean eyesight view. Okay, this is what we are looking into: impulse, correction, impulse. This is the daily. Let us take advantage of that, traders. Okay, I'm going to begin diving into the H4. As we get into the H4, we can see that we have got our area of interest right there, and we have got our 1, 2, 3 large structure. So price respects the area of interest and the dead touch of the large structure as it commits coming back into structure, and then price is positioned in an area of it's positioned in an inflation point. It is positioned in an inflation point. So at most, we will be getting a continuation here. So it is an indication for price uh, taking a breath in order to be shooting price towards the 90%. So I'll be looking for a two touch right here and be open on taking a risk entry if the price action allows, and which could be about 5% great rewards. I'll be open for risk entry right there. Okay, let's look into the second pair, which will be our pound NZD. On our pound NZD, we've got a beautiful structure happening. Pound NZD, beautiful structure. Let us begin onto the weekly. We begin into the weekly. Let me remove this. One, two, and three. So on the weekly, as we can see, this is the price action we have got. So price passes above this area of interest, which was failing to break for 6 months, and it is now reaching out towards this area of interest, but near misses it and forms a rejection onto the dead touch. So this is an ascending structure with a third touch. We move on to the daily. Mm, Move on to the daily. As we move on to the daily, you are going to see clear forecast. I'm going to remove this area point. On the daily now, there is a three touch ascending, which is our 1, 2, 3 ascending structure. However, price near misses this area of interest, which is seen well on the weekly. And then it instantly retraces from the dead touch. And we've got a double top right there, but we'll be able to see it on the H4. So as we can see, I thought price was stalling here. My view was for price to push out and come back in, but however, it forms a double top. So we'll be looking for shorts. We won't be looking for price to be reaching out to the top. So we move on to the H4. Onto the H4, as we can see, this is how price has been moving. So we've got this double top right there. Price has shown indication that it is moving for shorts. However, the sequence isn't quite a clean one, but we've got our correction, impulse, correction, and then impulse. And I'll be looking for a two touch into this area points and looking to be playing this for 6%, taking a risk entry on an insurance entry will be my plan right here. And this is what I'm looking into on pound New Zealand. Okay, I move on to the third pair, which is euro dollar. On euro dollar, nothing complicated. Euro dollar has been moving very bearish. It's been moving strongly bearish. Okay, on euro dollar, let me move on to the weekly first. Onto the weekly, using the DXY in advantage, showing euro dollar pushing towards the low. So as you can see, this bearish momentum is too powerful. It's too powerful. So there isn't any indication for price rejecting. So we'll be looking for price to drop past this area of interest and form a correction. And we'll be open-minded to be taking shorts. This is how we'll be open-minded to be taking shorts past this area of interest. Move on to the next pair, which is pound dollar. On pound dollar, we've got price moves down impulsively, indicating bearish sentiment. This is a strong bearish sentiment. And then price is positioned in an area of interest. Here's our area of interest. As you can see, price is more likely to be rejecting in this area point. So I've labeled this as an area of value. And then whereby it could take breath and consolidate. So what do I mean by that? I mean price is more likely to be consolidating in this area point past this area of interest, consolidating right there. And I'll be opening an eye for continuation to move price towards this area of value, and that is pound dollar. And then I've got my additional pairs, which is euro NZD. On euro NZD, nothing complicated. uh we've got on H4. Let me get into H4 so we can be able to clearly see what I view on H4. So price is positioned in an inflation point. Right here, price was showing an indication for bearish momentum, but however, it is now beginning to stall, so it is consolidating. So it is more of like creating a steep towards the top and to reach this value area, and we'll be looking for shorts soon as it either taps or moves above and returns back in. That is my view on euro NZD. And then I've got pound AUD. On pound AUD, this is what I have. On pound AUD, this is what I have. I could be looking for bearish trades because it has rejected from this area of interest. But however, when I look onto the left, price forms this high with no support. So I have no structure right there to be trading, and if I'm to be trading, looking for shorts right here, it I might be putting myself positioning myself into a state whereby I'll be taking a risky trade, and I'll be in a space of taking losses one way. So it is better I take interest when price has triggered this point and is back into structure, and I'll be looking for bearish momentum within there. Thank you very much for getting into the SMP. I hope everyone has a beautiful week during this week. Let us build momentum and consistency and remain disciplined at all times. Always apply risk management and apply emotional control, and also get into our ASRs weekly. Thank you very much.